Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox and take a close-up look at the Nike Mercurial Vapor 14 Club FGMG. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a pair of Nike Mercurial Vapor 14 Club FGMG football boots, and this pair is in men's UK size 8.5, US size 9.5, EU size 43, and it's in a women's US size 11. And this pair is in the black cyber black colorway. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by flipping up the box lid to reveal the contents inside. Let's peel back the wrapping paper to reveal the Nike Mercurial Vapor 14 Club FGMG in the black cyber black colorway. And now let's lift out the left boot and just giving you that initial look at this boot and doing a 360 rotation so you have a full and clear view of the boot. And just closing the box lid back down and setting it to the side so we can focus on the left boot first, and then we'll take a look at the right boot later. So giving you a look at the Nike Mercurial Vapor 14 Club FGMG and taking a close-up look at the details. So you can see that it does have a fully molded upper in an overall black color, and just taking a look at the back of the boot to give you some idea of its shape and silhouette, and of course the width. And on the inner side of the boot, giving you a look at the close-up details. And back towards the tip or toe of the boot. So they're giving you some sense of its overall shape and size. And taking a close-up look from the front to the back of the boot, starting from, of course, the tip. Once you can get the camcorder to focus on it right there so you can see more clearly the details of its surface and the texture as well. So just moving right along towards the midfoot with the laces, and of course towards the tongue and the ankle and heel collar area of the boot, and taking a look at the back of the tongue to give you some idea of the thickness of the tongue, and of course the inside of the boot as well. So just pulling the laces out slightly so you can see on the inside and the lining and the details. So let's just expand the opening a little bit more so we can see a little bit more clearly right there, letting some light in. So in terms of the padding, there is some nice amount of padding around the ankle and heel collars, and of course once again those lining details around the insides of the boot. And of course right there, if we can show you the inner labels of the boot. And back at the boot or heel area again. And this time around much closer in so you can see the textures that make up the upper cover. Just going to tuck the laces back in right there so you have a much clearer and cleaner look at the football boot. The Nike Mercurial Vapor 14 Club FG MG. And now taking a look at the underside or sole of the boot, so you have some idea of the studs and traction pattern. So they're giving you a close-up look. So you can see the Nike Mercurial branding on it and some of the angular studs and stud design with the traction and tread pattern of this football boot. So giving you as much detail as I can right there at the sole or bottom of the football boot, and in terms of the materials of the studs, and of course the main flat area of the boot. Just dragging and scratching my finger along its surface and giving you some idea of the stiffness and overall materials. That make up the bottom or sole of the football boot. And of course giving you a look at the upper cover again, but this time running my finger across its surface to give you, once again, additional detail as to the textures which does have a slightly grippy feel to them, and you might even hear it as I lift my finger from pressing on its surface. And now let's do a flex and bend test to give you some idea of the flexibility, stiffness or softness of this football boot. Just twisting and bending and flexing the boot with my hands, so right there. So now let's take a look at the right boot. So just setting the left boot to the side so it stays out of the way while we focus on the right boot. So box back in frame, and let's lift out the right boot of the Mercurial Vapor 14 Club FGMG. And once again, just setting the box to the side. And this time around, we have the right boot and giving you a 360 rotation, so you have a full and clear view of this right boot. And once again, of course, in the black, cyber black colorway. So you can see those high contrast red or crimson accents on its overall black molded upper, and of course we have the Nike Volt accents on the studs. So right there, 360 rotation done, and of course back to the underside just to give you once again the key aspects of this football boot. For firm ground or multi-ground use. And now let's take a look at the pair together. Side by side. And from the front to the back. So right there you can see all the detail and incompleteness of the pair of football boots. And on the underside as well. So that's the Nike Mercurial Vapor 14 Club FGMG. Thanks for watching and happy kicking!